Say where I been at, man. I been in the market, man. Ain't nothing been going on. Ain't nothing been going on, bro. I been in the chat in the market, man. I ain't been trading a whole lot, bro. It ain't been nothing to trade. You know, I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean, man. Been making a couple plays and moving on, bro. But now the market at a point where plays are about to start opening up again, and I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that. All I ask is that you guys share this with at least one person. Send it to one person, man. I'm trying to get this thing to 50 people. I want to see 50 people be here. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. We get 50 people in here. I'm going to show you guys how to find the best day trades, man. I'm going to show you guys how to find the best setups. And I'm going to show you why there hasn't been many setups lately, right? I'm going to show you why there hasn't been many setups lately. And I'm going to show you guys how to find the best plays, man. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Say SMCI bull flag on the daily. Hey, you might know some. You might know some. Akini. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but hey, you might know something. Daily chart is important. Say Apple coming back from the dead. Letitia, what's going on? Apple coming back from the dead. Let's see, man. Let me go ahead and sign on here, man. This what it's looking like. Hey, I'm finna show you, man. I'm gonna show you guys how to make some money. I'm about to show you how to make some money right here. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started, man. Share this with at least one person. Alright? Share this with at least one person. That way we get the education for everybody, man. Everything that I do is online for free. Believe it or not. I don't do anything that I haven't shown you guys, literally. The only thing I charge for in the group is I show you how to implement it. All my strategies and everything is online. You know, everything is free for what I do. All right, let me know how the audio is. Let me know, you know, the video. If it starts chopping too much, so let me know here. It shouldn't. I just reset my internet, so you know we should be good. But what has been going on lately, man? There has not been a lot of plays lately in the market. You may say, man, you haven't put out a lot of videos lately. There's been nothing really to talk about. I didn't even put out a watch list this Sunday. I didn't even put out a watch list this Sunday because I honestly didn't really have hardly anything that I really liked that I wanted to share with everybody, right? But let's talk about why. So last Thursday, I did get in a swing trade on Thursday, and I caught SPY on that gap down, right? So I caught SPY on that gap down and made quite a bit from that Thursday to that Friday, so that was pretty good. You know, the reason that, you know, things have been kind of slower here for SPY is because you have to understand that when things have moves like this, right? So when things push up like this, like crazy, or they push down like crazy, they have to consolidate, right? They have to consolidate and pull back to keep going in the direction of the overall trend. All right. So what we've seen this crazy move on SPY, right? We just kept gapping up really on SPY. This move really took us from 545 to 594 in a few weeks. You know, so when a move like that happens, you have to consolidate for a little bit, right? So notice we had this right here was just inching up, and then we had a little pullback, and now we kind of push back up again, right? I'll show you where we at in after hours in just a second. All right. So what happened here? See here on the 4 hour, now we have broken out again, right? Do y'all realize how close we are to all-time highs? Just think about this. They tricked you again. They tricked you again, right? All this stuff is smoke and mirrors, like, right? The trade war, all of this stuff is smoke and mirrors, man. I'm telling you, this is my second market crash, right? Well, when I first started learning about the stock market was around, this time, but I wasn't really in it. This is my first market crash, the COVID drop, right? So it looks very similar. Look how similar this looks. Right now, COVID was a little bit different. This thing was people was actually dying. This was a little different. But the point is, when the market crashes, that is the time to buy. That is the time to buy the best stocks. You don't want to be betting on the risky assets at the time. You want to be buying the best assets at that time. All right. So that's what I did. When the market tanked, I was buying Nvidia. I was buying AMD. I was buying Meta, Google, Tesla. I was buying all that when the market crashed because I know what happened here, okay? And I sold off a lot of that stuff up here around where we are, right? Especially by, leverage stocks that I had. And now what I was looking for was to wait until we started to break out again because I knew we had to pull back. I didn't know how far we would pull back. So SPY looks like this, but let me show you the reason why a lot of tech stocks haven't been doing anything. If you take a look here for QQQ, take a look at my line right here, right? And I'm gonna show you this on the daily. Look at 522.87. Somebody put the word resistance in the chat. Okay? This is called resistance, okay? Do you see here, since around the 14th or the 15th, right around 522 to 523, we've been struggling to get above this point. Every time we came up, we came back down. Came up, came back down. Came up, came back down. Came up, came back down. Even today, we went up there and rejected again, okay? So this is called a resistance. This is a point on the chart where stocks have had a hard time getting above, okay? They are the most important when you can find this on the daily chart. Resistance is super important, okay? So you have support and you have resistance. Support is where the stock has had trouble going below, and resistance is where the stock has had trouble going above. So QQQ has had trouble getting above 522.87. Why is that important? What is inside of QQQ? Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, all of those major tech stocks are inside of QQQ. So you have to start thinking, okay, well, if QQQ is at a resistance, then a lot of the major tech stocks that I trade may be choppy, or they may have a lot of fake outs until we are able to break above the resistance. And now this is something else here. All right, this is some game right here. Look at this right here. We're going back to February of 2025. Look at this same line, right? Around the same area, you've seen where it was a support and a resistance in some places, right? So support here, resistance here, resistance there, came down and tried to become a support here again, bounced up. So this is a level that people, the buyers and sellers, had been fighting at before in the past. Notice that I'm using things that happened in December and January and February to determine what's going to happen again. Okay? So why am I showing you this? Why am I spending so much time telling you about QQQ? This is important because when QQQ breaks out of the consolidation, that's when you're going to start seeing the stocks inside of that ETF break out, okay? So QQQ right now, look at this. QQQ has broken out, right? And as we begin to go through these stocks, you're going to notice a lot of these stocks have been in a certain chart pattern that I'm going to tell you about, right? So guys, once again, make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment, and share this with one person. That's all I ask. All I ask that you share this with one person. If you have me on Instagram, all of my links are in the description. If you could take a screenshot of this, take a picture of it, whatever, tag me on Instagram, whatever. All right, that's all I ask, man. I ain't asking for nothing else. All right. I'm just giving you this free game here and gonna hop off and get ready for tomorrow. All right. So we have our bias, right? So when we're trying to find the plays, you have to have a bias on the market. So our bias is bullish. Why? Because on a larger time frame, you see the 4 hour, we have broken out on the 4 hour chart. Okay, so larger time frame, we have broken our resistance that we haven't been able to get above. Right here, we haven't been above this point since February. We almost in June, y'all. All right, so we're bullish. So what does that mean? That means that we are going to be looking for plays that are already bullish or plays that have bullish setups. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right, Google, man, I actually traded Google today and I lost on Google. This is my first day trading loss in a minute. I was on a crazy little win streak for day trades. I took an L on Google today. It was like 20 to 22%, something like that. Google day trade, man, it had a very nice push up and just couldn't hold because overall market, man, I should not have even taken that trade looking back on it. But you know, Google, here we go. Google, you see I have a couple lines here. I have a 174.75 and I have a 178-ish area, okay? So that 178 is just the high point of the other day. So what you would look for here, honestly, let's see what it looks like from the daily. Yeah, okay. On the daily chart, honestly, you just keep looking for the higher highs here, right? So you're just looking for it to continue to break out. It might even be strong in the morning. Google is going to be on my watch list again in the morning, but it won't be a top watch. I'll probably set an alert for it. Yeah, probably set an alert. Not one that I love a whole lot, all right? Palantir, right? Let's see what Palantir looks like. So it's flagging right here. Right, so Palantir, this looks a little bit like kind of looks like a bull flag that was trying to break out and couldn't right there a little bit. I like Palantir a little bit here. What are they at on the 4 hour? The 4 hour, they're at 126. So that's what they closed at before the overnight session. Now, the old all-time high, this is something that I really have been liking about Palantir. This is the old all-time high right here, right? 125.3. Notice it has been holding around these levels and it's bull flagging at these levels, okay? So what does a bull flag tell you? A bull flag is a continuation pattern that tells you that this stock is more than likely to continue to the upside, okay? So it is more than likely to continue to the upside, and it is holding a key level, all right? So the key level is this all-time high at 125. It's still holding around 125, okay? So it has a bull flag, which is a high probability upside setup, and it's holding a key level. It's retesting. This is saying that this thing could continue upward, right? So it looks pretty decent. I think we have some better setups, but definitely if it starts getting above 128, it will definitely have my attention for sure. Above 128, I'll start paying more attention to it. That'll probably be where I have a alert at there. Yeah, if it can start breaking 128, 129, I'll have an alert for it. Nvidia, you guys already know about Nvidia, right? So they had earnings today, and Nvidia is almost back at all-time highs. Really not much to say. Congrats if you guys bought the dip. We was buying Nvidia down up in here. We was buying all up in here. So got plenty of Nvidia, okay? Some of you may even be looking to offload some shares around the all-time highs probably, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. But Nvidia looks good. I mean, you could possibly watch it tomorrow for a earnings continuation. It's back at all-time highs. I mean, nothing really to say. Literally $10 from all-time high. So Nvidia looks decent. But as far as the setup, I mean, it has already broken out. Apple, not really a setup that I like. So you know, I'm gonna keep it moving on Apple, ACB, Boeing. Boeing is something that has a really good setup, but it's just not ready yet. It's just not ready yet. All right, so Boeing has a insane, it's an insane bull flag right here, right? Look at this on Boeing. Insane bull flag on Boeing. Okay, now if it starts to break above 206.2 around this area, you can see that this would kind of be around the breakout point, around 206.2, 206.3. That would be like the breakout point for Boeing. Now above that, it may try to run again, right? So this looks pretty decent. Let's see what it looks like on the daily though. Daily still looks good. Still is a bull flag here on a daily. Might be a little tighter than what I have it actually. Does have a lot of, oh man, this is a lot of chop up in here, man. So this might be a tough little area to pop out of, but if it does, it's gonna be gone, I'm telling you. If this breaks out of this consolidation, it's gonna be gone. I promise you, Boeing's gonna be gone. Let's see what else we got. Tesla. You guys know for the past month I've been on Tesla, man. Just keep watching for higher highs at this point, right? So we broken the bull flag here, and we push into this next little resistance area. I mean, we just gonna look to keep playing the highs. So what is that, above 367? Yeah, above 367, something like that. I like Tesla, so that's the next little level. Yeah, it's perfect actually. Look at that, we came right here to that previous resistance. So Tesla above 367.38. It's probably going to be over that point in the morning, honestly, the way that the market's moving. So I will see, but Tesla above 367.38 can continue upward here, and looks like you could possibly even start to try to get to around that 380 area, right? So possible nice move coming on Tesla. We'll see. I like Tesla, so that's definitely one that Tesla's definitely going to be on watch tomorrow. Why is Tesla going to be heavy on watch? Tesla's going to be on watch very heavy for me because we know QQQ is breaking out to the upside, right? So let me show you again for those of you that may be a little late joining. QQQ has broken this consolidation as of right now, right? We've broken this consolidation and we have room to run. Really, it's not much stopping us until we get all-time highs at this point. But so we're looking for bullish plays. Tesla already broke out of the bull flag, right? So now we're just looking for it to continue upward. Okay, the next closest level is 367.38. You see it here, you see it here, you see it here. Boom, you got 3 times that it has been a support or a resistance. So that is a key level in February, around February 10th, around February 18th, and then yesterday or the day before, right? So above that point, look for Tesla to possibly continue. I like Tesla. Amazon's not a bad setup at all. I just don't really trade Amazon a whole lot. It's not bad, I just don't trade them a lot. So I'm gonna skip that one. Meta is another stock about to dip on, and it is paying dividends. Okay, so Meta looks pretty decent to possibly continue upward. It's kind of just curling up here. It might even have formed a little bit of a bull flag, just like all of the other stocks we was looking at. So let's see, you say MSTR. Say, will Google reach its February highs? Eventually it will. How soon, I don't know. How soon, I don't know. Microsoft is one that you could possibly watch tomorrow. It's so close to all-time highs at this point. All-time highs around 369. It's at 362. Looks good, but it's not really a setup, right? So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the setups here. Looking for the setups. Who has a good setup? Uber looks decent. PayPal looks decent. All right, I'll show you guys what I'm in. I'll show y'all what I'm in. So what I'm in right now, I am in TTD. So I am in trade desk. I actually got into this today. I bought it at this 76.81, right? So this is the trade that I'm in right now, and I'm gonna show you guys why here. All right, so notice here, trade desk had a crazy up move, right? So it had a crazy up move. When you get a big up move, remember it has to consolidate. All right, it's going to take time to consolidate. So we had a nice up move, and then it had a nice pullback. Okay, but notice, where did we pull back to? We pulled back to right around this 76.8 area. You have to understand where you are on the charts. Okay, look at 76.81 in the past. So in August of 2024, this was a support. In April of 2024, it was a support. March 2024 was a support. December 2023, resistance. Right? So this area has been a key level for the past 2 years, y'all. So the thing about key levels is they always are going to get tested. So not only did we have a nice push up and we bull flag, right? So a bull flag tells you that the stock is likely to continue upward, but we bull flag while holding our key level that has been a support since 2023. All right, so we bull flagged right down to a support or a key level that has been a key level for years. All right, so all I wanted to see was us to start trying to break out this bull flag for me to say, okay, I'll take the chance on the continuation upward. Now here's the thing, you have the setups, but how do you know how good the play can possibly be? To find that out, you need to say, how much room do I have for upside? Okay, how do you know how much room you have for upside? Where's your next levels? Notice on TTD, we have a bull flag, that's a setup. We have QQQ breaking out, that's the overall market. We have a key level that it's holding, that's 3 things. It broke the key level, that's 4 things. And the 5th thing, we have a lot of room to run. Notice we have a gap on TTD from 85 to 117. We have a gap on from TTD from 85 to 117. What kind of money could you possibly make if you was to catch a move like this? What kind of money could you possibly make? What kind of money could you make from just catching this move from this bull flag to where the gap starts, right? Because one thing about it, where the gap starts, it is the 200 MA right there as well. So it may reject off of that, but how much money could you make from this breakout to this 200 MA? That's how you got to start thinking about this stuff. What is the setup and how far can this thing go? All right. What's the setup? Where are my levels? Is anything backing this? All right. Let me know if this makes sense. Right. So I'm in the TTD trade right now. Right. So I did post that one on my Instagram for free, but I put my exact contracts and everything inside the premium Discord. So let me know if that makes sense, man. You got the bull flag, you have holding a key level, you have it breaking the key level, you have lots of room to run. You know your levels are, right? So from 76.81 to 85, if my math is right, it's like $8 or $9. Right? That's over 10% of the stock itself. That's a lot. So 10% of the stock itself is the equivalent of Tesla going from 350 to like 385, something like that, right? So somewhere around there. That's a 10% move. So just imagine what kind of money you could make if this thing starts to get on its high horse and starts running. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm dropping some gems on y'all today. Once again, if you guys are joining here, share this with one person. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs on here. I know I need to post more. I post a lot on Instagram. I don't post as much on YouTube. I really go live a lot on YouTube, but I'm gonna start posting more things on YouTube. All right. So this is a play that I'm in right now. This play that I love. I love this play. All right. It might be a couple more things that look good that's not just directly on my watch list here. Let me see what you guys said. You say you're long on Apple? Okay, I like that. Apple, that could be really good because Apple had that little drop. That could be really good. MSTR, we'll take a look at that. See, I need sound effects. Yeah, I do. I need to find out how to do the sound effects. You're right. What do I think about Bull? I'll take a look at it. Can I talk about how I pick contracts? That's a great question. Yep, I'll talk about that as well. I'll talk about that. All right, first thing I seen was MSTR. What does MSTR look like? So they had a little pullback. Now this is one thing that I talked to people about with MSTR. I was like, okay, I understand that it ran with Bitcoin before, but remember that this is still a stock. It's not directly correlated with Bitcoin as much as you may think. All right, this is still a company. Okay, now if you want something that is directly like one-to-one with Bitcoin, that would be IBIT, right? So IBIT is the iShares Bitcoin Trust, all right? So this is pretty much like one-to-one with Bitcoin, okay? Not MSTR, right? So MSTR is still a good stock. You know, they have the most Bitcoin out of anybody, but you know, it's not one-to-one. It's not one-to-one. All right. What do I think about it though as of right now? I don't know. I don't really trade it a lot. I don't trade it a lot, honestly. So I don't know. I don't know. I think the best opportunity was probably right here. Looks like it might have been a trend line break around here somewhere. Right? Maybe like a huge bull flag or something. I don't know. Right there. Yeah. Now this would have been good, but at this point, I mean, you need to probably wait on the pullback. So that's what I do. I wait on the pullback. Let's see. What do I think about bull? Let's see. I actually looked at that last night. Webull. Not enough data for me, man. Right? So I think it looked like it just IPO not too long ago. Yeah, not enough data for me. Stock has only been public for what, a month? 2 months? So just not enough data for me to really make a good observation for it right now, in my opinion. I love Webull's platform though. I do love Webull's platform. I have a couple of accounts for Webull. I do love their platform. I do love their platform, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of platforms, Hood, what is Robinhood? What did it close at? Robinhood is something that we can watch, right? Robinhood, right? So the all-time high for Robinhood was right around here before, right? And you have Robinhood here. So on the 4 hour, notice that we've been kind of just consolidating around the all-time high. So at this point, what do we have? What do we have? QQQ is already breaking the resistance. So I'm going to be looking for Hood to possibly break its resistance, okay? So looks like now the new all-time high is right around somewhere around 67.05. Simple, above 67.05. Could be a good day trade. Why do I like it? QQQ is breaking out, and this is at all-time highs, right? So look for higher highs. Simple. The key here, especially with day trading, the key is to find the direction. Number one, all right? I'm finna break this down. I'm finna break this down for y'all. I'm finna give y'all some game that people will not tell you, okay? I'm finna tell you it's for free. All that you do is leave a like, comment, subscribe. Take a picture of this. Tag me on your Instagram or something. I don't know. Do something. All you have to do is, number one, you need to find the direction of the overall market. Okay? Find the direction of the overall market. What does that mean? Take a look at what SPY and QQQ looks like. Right? I use the basic principles. Guys, notice I haven't taught you about an indicator. I've been talking about straight candlesticks. I've been talking about chart patterns and levels. I'm old school. I'm like Tim Duncan. I'm big fundamental. Right? I do the fundamentals, right? I don't do anything hard, but I do the fundamentals super duper well. And if you guys want to take a look at my Instagram, you can see all the way back from when I first started posting in 2020. I was doing bull flags, bear flags. My trading has been the same. All right? I'm old school. I'm going to tell you guys how to read these charts, how to read the candlesticks. That's what you got to understand, okay? So number one, get your daily bias, all right? Our bias is bullish because we're breaking a key level on QQQ. Right? Now, one thing you could see QQQ pull back to this level, okay? Right? So that would still be a good thing. But that's something you could see. You could see QQQ pull back to this level. It would still be bullish. But since we're breaking out, we're looking to play stocks that are about to break out or already breaking out. Okay? So Hood hasn't quite broken out yet, but it's right here at the level. I'm simply looking for QQQ to break my key level here to take it to the upside. I'm sorry, Hood. My apologies. Looking for Hood to break its key level to take it to the upside, okay? Alright, I like Hood. Hood is going to be one of my top stocks to watch tomorrow. And the contracts are pretty cheap, right? Tesla contract, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for a decent Tesla contract. I always tell this story about Robinhood, man. Robinhood's platform has came a long way. All right, so in 2020, let me tell y'all something what happened, man. In February of 2020, right, it was, I'll show you guys the day. Some of you might know this story already. I'm gonna show you guys the day. I know the exact day. So there was a time that Robinhood, you could not get on Robinhood for like 2 days, right? You could not access your account because the stock market just was going absolutely insane. I could not get in my Robinhood account for 2 days, okay? So it was right here. So we're in 2020. Let me show you guys what happened. Robinhood has came a long way, I'm telling you. It was, let's see, right here. This day is when they first started really talking about, they started talking about COVID, right, up here. And around these days, I think it was when the first case was in like Seattle or New York in the United States. And the market fell, boom. Me and a lot of more people bought the dip. We said, oh man, you know, it's gonna go back up just like it was doing here and here and here and here. Oh no. Monday came, the market did this. People panicked. People couldn't get into a Robinhood account. I couldn't get in mine. I lost like $1,500 or $2,000 these 2 days that I couldn't get in, right? Because I was in calls. Yeah, couldn't get in for 2 days, man. This was the start of the market crash. All right. So and then back then, man, like Robinhood, it was so slow with executions. Like, you might put in an order to get filled, and by the time it try to fill you, the order is not even in that spot anymore. Like, a contract might cost 1.5, but by the time you're able to get filled, the contract done already moved up, and now you can't get it, right? So Robinhood has came a very long way. I actually like their platform again. I'm not gonna lie, I do like Robinhood's platform again. So man, Robinhood has came a very long way, very deserving of their stock price. I see they keep innovating, so I do like Robinhood. If it comes back down, man, I'm gonna buy some shares. I'll buy some shares. Let me see what y'all saying. So you've been watching Sophie. I'll take a look at that. What's going on? PANW, BA. TJX. What TJX? What's that? What's TJX? What's TJX? Is that TJ Maxx? That can't be TJ Maxx, can it? What's TJX, y'all? I love me some TJ Maxx. Let's see. PANW. I'll look at that. What's PANW? PANW. Okay, very good cybersecurity company. Not really a lot that I like. Let's see. Okay. Alright, we'll see what they do. Not my type of setup. I do like Boeing setup though. Boeing is in like a bull flag right here, so Boeing is something that I wouldn't have, even though it has a bull flag. It's not an immediate watch for me because it still has a level it has to break, right? So it still has to break above 206. Any of this below 206 can get smacked back down. So I like Boeing, but it's just not on my super heavy watch. What I would do with Boeing is set an alert for 206. Set an alert for 206 and leave it alone. Okay? When it happens, it happens. Alright, CLNE. What is that, man? Y'all, I appreciate y'all putting out these stocks, man. Some of this stuff I don't know what it is, or I haven't traded in a long time. Oh no. Nah, I don't really mess with penny stocks, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with penny stocks. Say he couldn't get into his TD? Yep. Yeah, it was like almost all the platforms you couldn't get into. TD Ameritrade, Robinhood. Those two I know for sure were down because those are the two accounts that I had. Right? I don't think I was in anything in my TD account, but I was in things on my Robinhood. Some people actually got some of their money back from that time, but I didn't get nothing back from Robinhood. IONQ, what's that? Let's see. Oh, that looks pretty decent. What is this? IONQ. I don't know what this is, but it looks okay. Almost at highs though, so I would just only day trade that. PIP, yeah, PIP looks good. Those are holes down there. That looks pretty decent still. JPM. Yeah, so a lot of stuff looks like it wants to possibly continue. Now, JPM could be pretty good. You see this right here? Look at this big sell candle right here. If this breaks 269, I mean, this thing could ride back up 279, right? So that could be pretty good. That could be pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Y'all drop some questions in there, man. That's really what I got, man. My favorite stocks to watch tomorrow, of course, is going to be SPY and QQQ. All right, SPY and QQQ. I love the Robinhood. I love that above the all-time highs. Tesla for you big ballers, some of y'all the big ballers. If you got, at least 5K in your account, possibly look at Tesla. That can be a really good play. Above 267.38. So I love Hood. Number one, I love that one. Two, I love Tesla. TTD, of course, because I'm in that one. What I might do, I may even add to it a little bit as like a little day trade while it's going up there. So we'll see. But I love Hood and Tesla. Yeah, I love those two, man. I love those two. PLTR, if it can get above 128, will be decent as well. We'll see. We'll see. Biggest thing I want y'all to get, man, is look, trade the charts, man. I'm telling you guys, don't focus on news. I'm telling you, do not focus on news. If you was focusing on news, you probably would never have bought the dip. Right? If you was just focused on news, you probably would have never bought the dip. I promise you. He said, tell us about the day you were in class and you made a bunch of money and decided to leave class. What's even funny about that is how I lost almost all of that to jump, man. That's even worse. But yeah, so Tesla, man, Tesla In 2021, Tesla was the stock, right? So 2020 and 2021. When it was in like, what was this, April, March of 2021? What was it? It was around, yep. Yeah, we was up in here. We was up in here when Tesla was going crazy. All up in here when Tesla was going crazy. Tesla, man. Tesla's a beast. But yeah, so I was in class in 2021. And I was in Tesla. I was in weekly calls. And I put like my whole account almost in weeklies. And yeah, I got up to over $12,000 in profit. At one point, it was up to almost 16,000. Right, so right around the time I took profit was at about $12,000 in profit. Now the bad thing about that is I lost almost all of that. All right, because I wasn't disciplined with, I was still young in my trading, right? So I thought I was gonna turn a little bit to $1 million. It didn't work like that. But yeah, I was in class and I seen that hit, bell ring, 9:30, ding, 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 Robinhood. That was on my TD Ameritrade. Man, seeing that, I ain't do no work. I left class. I had a group project. I ain't helped them with the group project that day at all. You gotta think about it, man. I was in college, bro. I was in like 2021. What was that? That was my junior year, sophomore, junior year. $12,000, man. I should have took all that out that day. Yeah, that was insane. That's my best play ever. That's my best play ever. Do I trade futures? I don't trade futures. I do want to get into it one day though. I will possibly try it out one day, but I just love options so much, man. Like I don't want to be limited, right? Futures, I'll be limited to like SPY and QQQ for me. So I don't want to be limited, man. Like I like trading SPY, then going to trade Apple, and then going to trade Hood, and then going to trade Tesla. Like I don't want to be stuck down to one stock. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. How do I pick contracts? That's a great question. All right, so I'll first tell you guys that the most money that I've lost has been from 0 days. The most money that I've lost has been from 0 days, and the most money that I've made has not been from 0 days. Me personally, I do like to play 0 days sometimes, but be aware that 0 days, your moves have to happen like this. It has to happen now. If they don't, you're cooked. You're smoked. All right? Your moves have to happen like this with 0 days, okay? That's the only thing about 0 days. Now, what you need to know about the contracts are two things: delta and theta, okay? If you are swing trading, you always want to have a high delta and you want to look for a relatively low theta, okay? So you want your delta to be higher than your theta, right? So for me personally, I don't have a specific number for my delta, but I don't want my theta and delta to be the same. I think like on my TTD contracts, my delta is like 30 something and my theta was like 4, something like that, right? So that's pretty good. As far as day trading, I'm getting weeklies. Now Thursdays and Fridays I may get next week's, but for the most part I get weeklies when I day trade. Swing trading, I used to try to swing weeklies. I don't do that anymore, man. I don't do that anymore. I'm swing trade. I want to put a little time on it. I'm telling you guys, just because a contract is cheaper, that doesn't mean it's better. Cheaper does not mean better. Yes, you see these people turn these $20 contracts to $200, but what they don't show you is those 10 attempts before that, and they turn $20 to these $20 contracts to $2, right? So they didn't show you that part, okay? Now there are some people that can trade short-term swings really, really well, but most of you can't, okay? So what I will tell you is with the contracts, the more time you get, the better, honestly. If you're a beginner, honestly, for a beginner, I recommend learning swing trading first, right? So when I first started learning trading, I was a swing trader. I didn't even start I didn't even start day trading until like 2022, 2023, right? That's when I really started day trading like that. My expertise come from swing trading, and I just transferred it over to day trading because it's the same thing, right? That's how I can show you guys these charts from the daily chart and break it down what's going to happen, because I'm naturally a swing trader. I can see big moves on the chart. So this is the thing, right? So I'm gonna give y'all some more game. The way I am able to find really good day trades is because I can see a good swing trade. Let me say it again. I can find really good day trades because I know how to find really good swing trades. What do I mean by that? Tesla. How do I know Tesla could be a really good day trade? Because from the 4 hour, right, which is a swing trading type of chart, you are breaking out of a bull flag on the 4 hour, right? So if it's breaking a bull flag on the 4 hour, that means you could possibly swing it. If you could possibly swing it, for you to swing trade a stock, each candle represents 4 hours on this 4 hour chart. So that means these 4 hour candles are going to have to go up, right? Think about this. If the 4 hour candles are going up, doesn't that mean that the 1 minute and the 5 minute candles are going up? Think about that. Think about that. All right? If you can find a good swing, you can find a good day trade, especially on a breakout type of swing, okay? I'm telling you, don't make this harder than what it has to be. Say all new traders, people that work jobs and have less than 2 years experience, should swing trade first. Yeah, I agree. And you know, the best swing trading strategy is bullish divergence. That's the best swing trading strategy. I'm telling you, I've been doing the same stuff since 2020, 2021. All this stuff, I've been doing all the same stuff. Chart patterns, divergence. I can do this stuff by eyes closed, man. Is it gonna work every time? No. Nothing is going to work every single time. I lost today. I had a red day today, right? So I traded one thing, I traded Google, and I lost. Does that mean the strategy doesn't work? No. I got plenty of examples of it working. But you have to keep back testing. You have to keep, doing the same thing over and over and seeing what works and what doesn't. What works for me is these chart patterns and these levels. That's what works for me. Okay? It might not work for you. People learn differently. People see things differently. But I'm telling you, this stuff works. Let's see. Starbucks. I got a couple more minutes here, man. I just want to get on here and shoot the phone with y'all a little bit, man. Let's see. Starbucks on the 4 hour actually was pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, kind of like a little bit of a triangle pattern, a little bit. I don't know. I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really like it, me personally. Yeah, I don't like it. I wouldn't play it. Too much chop. What does IWM look like? I don't trade IWM like that. But shout out to my guy Jay Frank, man. Jay Frank be killing IWM. Oh, hold on. Y'all, I gotta play for you. Oh man. This is why you gotta know the basics. Alright? This is a chart pattern right here. This is a chart pattern, right? So I'm finna break this down, right? I'm finna break this down and I'm about to hop off. Make sure you guys are paying attention right here. I'm about to break this down. Why is this a A+ day trading setup? Alright, I'm about to break this down. I'm about to hop off. All I ask that you guys leave a like, comment, and share this with one person. My links are in the description for my Instagram. My free version of Discord. Hop in there. Free game in there. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is an A+ bullish setup on IWM This is called inverse head and shoulders. Now let me show you guys that I'm not lying. Let me show you guys that I know what I'm talking about. Inverse head and shoulders. Well, actually, let's go here. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm the type of person that I'm gonna tell you something, but I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. Inverse head and shoulders. Right? A inverse head and shoulders is similar to the standard head and shoulders, but inverted. It may be used to predict reversals and downtrends. An inverse head and shoulders pattern, upon completion, signals a bull market. Okay, what does this look like? Right here, shoulder, head, shoulder. This is the inverse head and shoulders, right? So when you flip it around, all right, the head and shoulders will just have the head up here, the shoulder here, the shoulder here. It will break down. So you need the head, and you need two shoulders, and you need a neckline. When it breaks the neckline, it's starting to break out. Okay? Now, what do we have on IWM? We have shoulder, head, shoulder in a downtrend. All right, what else do we have? It ain't 1000% perfect, but we also got a neckline. What did they say we needed? Shoulder, shoulder, head, neckline. What do we have? Shoulder, shoulder, head, neckline. This is an A+ setup on IWM. So IWM on the 4-hour chart says it breaks the head and it breaks the inverse head and shoulders at 209, around 209.92, 210, somewhere around there, right? 209.9, 210. Right around there, it breaks the inverse head and shoulders. So above that point, we have a chance to really break out. Oh man, even let's look at this from the daily. What's that like from the daily? Oh my goodness, y'all, this is perfect. Look at this daily chart. Look at this 209 level. This was a level from 2021, right? Support in 2021, resistance in 2022, resistance in 2024. Tried to make it a support here, but couldn't. Resistance in 2025, resistance again. So we're either going to reject again or we're going to break out. If it breaks out, it's going to be gone. I'm telling you. If IWM breaks out, it's probably going to be gone, right? And it doesn't have to go up a whole lot for you to make money. IWM is a stock that doesn't have super high contracts. All right? So IWM could be a banger tomorrow. How many touches does a neckline need? I would say the same thing for a resistance, right? So I like to see my resistance have 3 touches, at least 3, bare minimum, on my 4-hour or daily. Now this neckline has tons of touches because if you look back here, a lot, right? So this thing is either gonna reject hard up here or it's gonna take off, right? And I'm just gonna take the side of the market, right? So if it starts blasting off, you're gonna see me posting IWM profits in the morning. Get ready for that. All right, but guys, I hope that this was helpful to you all, man. I literally went through and showed you guys exactly what my thought process is for finding stocks, what I look for, how I look for these chart patterns, how I use the overall market to find what plays I'm going to look at, how do I find my targets. I didn't hide anything from you guys, right? I don't hide anything. I show you guys everything because I want everybody to make money in the market. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what I got for you guys tonight, man. Make sure you guys join the Discord. I got the free version of the Discord inside of the links down below. If you want to join the premium Discord, you can. You don't have to. If you want to, you can. But make sure you guys leave a like, share this, and subscribe, please. That's all I ask y'all to do. This will be on a replay on my page if you want to rewatch it. So yeah, man. You guys have a great night, and I'm ready to bank tomorrow, man. TTD, sorry. TTD is gonna bank for me tomorrow. So we'll see if that continues, and yeah, we're gonna bank on some day trades, right? So that's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate you guys hopping on. Hope you guys have a blessed day or a blessed rest of your night, and see you guys tomorrow.